find the cork.
Well, they have to.
Do you want that, David?
Cork? No, but I didn't want to leave it on the glass. It's somebody filled it.
The young lady on the PA's got hold.
The girl, I remember, on the slogan.
In her seat.
You're welcome. I've made yours empty.
She, you know, like as I used to have this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we saw it on the way in. Well, we wondered whether they were serving wine.
I usually get on there. I said, oh.
Quickly tell you the story.
I said, are you selling that? He said, well, I said, well, I wasn't sure if it was anything to do with Sir John's ambulance and, you know, patience.
What should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailors?
As perchance so you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother! And so perchance may he be?
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself that after our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself, courage and hope both teaching him the practice, to a strong mast that lived on the sea, where like Orion on the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves so long as I could see.
Oh, but saying so, death gold! Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Know'st thou this country?
Aye, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke in nature as in name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino? I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
So is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh and murmured. As you know, what great ones do, the less will prattle of. that he did seek the hand of fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love they say she hath abjured the sight and company of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I'd made mine own occasion mellow what my estate
That
is.
were hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
There is a fair behaviour in thee, Captain. And though that nature with a beauteous wall doth oft close in pollution, yet of thee I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this Duke. Thou shalt present me as an eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else, mayhap, to time I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. Oh, that strain again. Oh, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came on my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea, naught enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do. The noblest that I have. Oh, when my eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a heart, and my desires, like the fell and cruel hounds, ere since pursue me. And how now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid you return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view. But like a cloistress she will veiled warm, and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, that she hath a heart of that fine frame to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How will she love when the rich golden shaft has killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied and filled, her sweet perfections, with one self-same king. Away before me to a sweet bed of flowers, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? I'm sure care's an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier o' nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes be good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too, and they be not. Let them hang themselves in their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew Ague-Cheek?
Aye, he.
Aye, he's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
Well, what's that to the purpose?
He has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, he'll have but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Fie that you'll say so! He can play the viol de gamboys, and can speak 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without a book, and hath all the other great gifts of nature.
He hath indeed all, most natural, for besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreller. And but that he hath the gift of a coward, to allay the gust he hath in quarrelling, 'tis thought among the prudent he'll quickly have the gift of a grave.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and substractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, that he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking health to my niece! I'll drink to her as long as there is a passage in my throat, and drink in Illyria he is a coward and a coistrel that would not drink health to my niece till his brains turn o'er the toe like a parish top. What wench? Castellano vulgo! For here comes Sir Andrew Ague-Faces.
Sir Toby Belch. How now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sorry, Sir Andrew!
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir?
Accost, Sir Knight, accost.
What's that?
It's my niece's chambermaid.
Good mistress, accost. I desire better acquaintance.
My name's Mary, sir.
Good mistress Mary, accost.
You mistake, Knight. Knight. Accost. Listen. Accost. Accost is front her. Board her. Woo her. Assail her.
Is that the meaning of accost?
Yes. And thou let part so, which thou might never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Marry, but you shall have. Here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Well, sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
Oh, it's dry, sir.
I'm not such a fool but I keep my hand dry, but what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir. I have them at my fingers' ends. Mary, now I let go your hand. I am barren.
Oh, Knight, thou lackst a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless to see a canary put me down. Methinks that sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or ordinary person has. But I am a great eater of beef,
and I believe that does harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? I wish I had bestowed the time in tongues that I have in fencing, and dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts.
Ah, yes. Then hadst thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why would that have mended my hair?
Past question, for thou sayest it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, does not?
Well, excellent, i'faith, excellent. It hangs like flax on a distaff. And I hope to see a good housewife take thee between her legs and spin it off!
I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Oh, wait!
No, faith. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be as 4-to-1, she'll none of me. The Count himself be hard by wounds her.
She'll none of the Count. She'll not marry above her degree, neither in estate, neither in years, nor wit. Tut, man! There's life in it yet! And a little bit!
Stay a month longer. Yes. I am a man of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revel sometimes altogether.
Art thou good at these kickshaws, though?
There's any man in Illyria,
What is that?
whatsoever he be, under the degree of my betters, yet I will not compare to an old man.
What is thy excellence in a galliard?
Yes, I can cut a caper.
All right, you got the mutton to it.
And I had the back trick, as simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid?
I don't...
Wherefore are these gifts a curtain before them? And they like to take dust like Mr. Smell's picture? In a galliard and come home in a Corrento. My very walk would be a jig, huh? I would not so much as make water, but in a syncopate. Oh, what a world is it? What a world is it to hide virtues in? I did think, by the excellent constitution of thy liggy-wiggy, that it was formed under the star of a galleon.
Aye, 'tis strong, and it does indifferent well in a dun, coloured stock. Shall we set about some revels?
What else shall we do? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus! That's thighs and half.
No, sir, 'tis legs and thighs.
Bugger.
Let me see thee dance. Higher, sir. Higher. Hither.
That way?
Thither.
Come on.
This way. That way, mind the audience.
If the Duke continue these favours towards you, Cesario, you are likely to much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humour or my negligence that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favours?
No.
I thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario home?
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you all aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them there, thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leave for all civil bound rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord, what then?
Oh, then, unfold the passions of my heart. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It would become thee well to act out my woes.
She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. For they should yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound. All is semblative a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Some 4 or 5 attendants. All, if you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet, a barful strife! Whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
Nay! Either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colours.
Make that good.
He shall see none to fear.
A good Lenten answer. I can tell thee where that saying was born of I fear no colours.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars, and that may you be bold to say in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it. Those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is that not as good as a hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. And for turning away, let summer bear it out.
You are resolute, then?
Not so neither, but I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold, or if both break, your gaskins fall.
Apt in good faith, very apt. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace, you rogue. No more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
Wit, and be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee, do very oft prove fools, and I, that am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man. Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it, Madonna. Good my mouse of virtue, answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mourn'st thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna!
I know his soul is in heaven, fool!
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
How think you of this fool Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity. For the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for twopence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest, I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fool's zanies.
You are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and a free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. Well, there is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail. No railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury endue thee with leasing, for thou speakst well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with
From
you.
the Count Orsino, is it?
No, not madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fie on him! Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull Jove cram with brains. But here he comes. One of thy kin has a most weak Pia Mater.
By mine honour, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
He is gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
The gentleman here. Oh! I pickled herrings. And now, son!
Good, Sir Toby.
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lethargy! I defy lechery! There's one at the gate!
Aye, marry. What is he?
Let it be the devil for all I care! It's all one, isn't it? It's like...
What's a drunken man like?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught above makes him a fool. The second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the crowner, and let him sit on my cuz, because he's in the 3rd degree of drink, he's drowned. Go look at him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yonder young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
He's been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
What personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. As a squash is, before 'tis a peas cod, or a codling when 'tis almost an apple. He's with him in standing water between boy and man. Oh, he is very well favoured, and he speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk was scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman! My lady call.
Give me my veil. Come, throw it on my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's empathy.
The Honourable Lady of the House. Which is she?
Speak to me. I will answer for her.
Your will? Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me which be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I've taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, and yet by the very fangs of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain, if you or she do usurp yourself, what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and show you the heart of my message.
Come to what's important, and I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
'Tis the more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not the time of room with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good swabber, and to hull here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant sweet lady. Tell me your mind, I am a messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver, when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Just speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely.
Well, the rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am, and what I would, are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity, to any others, profanation. Give us the place alone.
We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady,
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
in Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom. In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, sir. But we will draw the curtain and show the picture. Look you, sir, it's not well done.
Excellently done. If God did all,
'Tis in grain, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
'tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no coffin.
Oh, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every utensil and particle labelled to my will as item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 green eyes, with lips to them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you are the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, of fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him.
Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, free, learned, and valiant, in voices well divulged, and in the dimension and shape of nature. A gracious person, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him, let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Very well. Oh, I thank thee for thy pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervour, like my master's be, placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman, I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, action and spirit, do give thee fivefold blazon. Oh, not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with a invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. One ho, Malvolio!
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the countess man. He left this ring behind him. Would I or not? Tell him I'll none of it. Desire me not to flatter him with his lord. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hi thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do, I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force, ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will ye not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave that I might bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me know of you, whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me that which I am willing to keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Meston, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many account and beautiful.
And though I could not with estimable wonder over far believe that, yet thus far will I boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water. Though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo that which you have done, that is, kill him, whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare you well at once. My bosom is full of kindness. But I am yet so near the manners of my mother, that upon the least occasion more, mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with me. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But, come what may, I do adore thee so. That danger shall seem sport, and I will go. Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir. On a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it, sir.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you previously threw it to her. And her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, here it lies. Did anybody see where the wretched ring went? Please pay attention. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her? What means this, lady? Fortune forbid, my outside have not charmed her. Well, she made good view of me. Indeed, so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. Oh, she loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring? Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis. Poor lady! She were better love a dream. Oh, disguise! I see thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. God, how easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made, if such we be. How will this fadge? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thrift that sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew! Where? Oh. Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes. And Lucio Sugre.
Nay, thou knowest. By my troth, I know not. I know to be up late is to be up late.
It's a false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. Please, madam. Turn it off. Confused with these things flashing in the sky. To be up after midnight is to be up at times. That to be go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our life consist of the four elements?
Hey, can I say? Right-ho. Oh. I think it right-ho. I don't feel very well. I think right consists of eating. I'll drink it.
Thou art a scholar! Let us therefore eat and drink Maria a stoop of wine!
Comes the fool if they...
How now, my hearts? Did you never see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass! Now, come on. Let's have a catch.
And I trust the fool has an excellent breast. I'd rather 40 shillings had so sweet a leg and such a breast to sing as the fool has. In sooth, thou wast a very gracious fooling last night when thou spoke of pigarameters of the Baspians passing, yet not of Quepus. I send thee sixpence for thy name, and hast it?
I did in Pentecost.
Wait, I have a book. Let me write this down.
I did in Pentecost, thy gratillity. For Malvolio's nose is no whipstock. My lady has a white hand. And the Myrmidons...
What?
Myrmidons. The Myrmidons are no bottle alehouses.
Excellent. Why, this is the best fool when all is said and done now. A song.
Come, yes.
Here's sixpence for you. Let's have a song. And here's a testral of me too, as I am a true
Would you have a love song? Or a song of good life?
A love song. A love song.
I care not for the good life.
Barry Manners.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweetings. Journey's end in lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Good.
Love, 'tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me sweet and 20. Youth's stuff will not endure.
A contagious breath. Very sweet and contagious of me.
What? Shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl in a catch that will draw 3 souls from one weaver? Shall we do it?
Shall you love me? Let's do't. I am a dog at a catch.
By a lady, sir, and some dogs will catch well.
No, certain. Let our catch be, thou knave.
Excellent.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained in to call thee knave knight.
'Tis not the first time I have constrained to call me knave. But begin forward, it begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good, can't begin.
Bom, 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 bom.
No, no.
Oh, Mistress Mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming. I can sing both high and low. Trip never further, waiting, sweeting, journeys ending, lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know. What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth has present laughter. What's to come is still for sure. In delay, that lies no plenty. Then come kiss me sweet and 20. Youth's a star will not endure.
Malvolio, and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My lady the Catian! We are politicians! Malvolio's a peg of Ramsey and 3 merry men be we. Am I not consanguineous? Am I not of her blood?
There dwelt a man in Babylon, lady, lady. Beshrew me the knight's in admirable fooling.
Aye, he does so well enough, and so do I too. He does it with better grace, but I do it more natural.
On the 12th day of December.
My masters, are you mad? Oh, what are you? Have you no wit? Manners nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night! Do ye make an alehouse of my lady's house, that ye squeak out your coziest catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbours you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone. His eyes do show his days are almost done, but I will never die. Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you.
Should I bid him go?
What a nephew.
Should I bid him go? Should I bid him go and spend? No. You dare not.
Oh, out of tune, sir, you lies. Target yourself for tomorrow as well.
Art only a steward.
Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, that there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes, by St. Anne, and ginger shall be hot in the mouth too.
Thou art in the right. Go, sir. Rub your chain with crumbs.
Maria, a stoup of wine! Mistress Mary! If you prized my lady's favour at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears.
Well, it's good indeed us to drink when a man's a-hungry. To challenge him to the field, to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
What do I know? All right, the challenge.
Steady, Eddie.
Be patient.
Booze! Booze!
Sorry.
For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay-word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Oh, possess us. Possess us! Tell us something of him!
Marry, sir, sometimes he's a kind of Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog.
What? For being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, knight.
I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good
The
enough.
devil a Puritan that he is, or anything constantly. But a time pleaser, an affectioned ass that cons state without book and utters it by great swathes. The best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein, by the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, and the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device.
Yes, I have it in my nose too.
He shall think, by the letters that thou wilt drop, that they come from my niece, and she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that colour.
And your horse will now make him an ass. Woohoo!
I doubt not.
It will be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you.
Yeah! Get it on!
Oh, I know my physic will work with him. I'll plant you two, and let that fool make a third, where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night to bed, and dream on the event.
Oh.
Farewell.
Good night, Penthesilea!
Before me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle. True bred. And one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once too.
Come on, knight. Let's to bed. Thou hast need send for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul way out.
Thou hast need send for more money. If thou hast a not in the end, you can call me cunt.
And if I do not never trust you, take it how you will.
Come on, what are we doing? It's too early to go to bed now. Come on, let's burn some sack. Come, knights. Come this way. Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario. But that song, that old and antique song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much. More than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy paced times. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship, that you sing it.
Who was it?
Theste the jester, my lord. A fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Seek him out. And play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are. Unstayed and skittish in all motion, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly.
My life on it.
Young though thou art,
thine eye is stayed upon some favour that it loves. Has it not, boy?
A little, by your favour.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion?
She is not worth thee, then. What years, Faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let the woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him. So sways she level in her husband's heart. For, boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower being once displayed does fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so. To die even when they to perfection grow.
Ah, fellow! That song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario, it is old and plain. The spinners and the knitters and the sun and the free maids that do weave their thread with bones, they used to chant it. It is a silly sooth, and dallies with the innocence of love like old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye, prithee, sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain by a fair cool maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you, oh prepare it. My part of death, no one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet on my black coffin let there be strewn. Not a friend greet my poor corpse when my bones shall be thrown. A thousand sighs to save, lay me away. Sad true lover, never find my grave to weep there.
There's for thy pains.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir. And pleasure will be paid, one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy god protect thee, and the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta, for thy mind is a very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea, that their business might be everything, and their intent everywhere. For that's it that always makes a good voyage of nothing.
Farewell. Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands. The parts that fortune has bestowed upon her, tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks in her attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be so honest.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sighs can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love might be called appetite. No motion of the liver, but the palate that suffers surfeit, climate, and revolt. But mine is all hungry as the sea and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know!
Oh, what dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe! In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man. As it might be, perhaps, were I a woman, I should your lordship.
And what's of her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, there's the fee. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Tell her my love can give no place, bide no denay.
Come thy way, Signor Fabian!
Nay, I'll come if I lose a scruple of this sport. Let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the niggardly, rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favour with my lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we'll fool in black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not the pitch of our lives.
Here she comes, my little metal of India.
Get ye, all three, into the box tree.
What box tree?
Oh, the box tree.
Ah, the box tree.
Malvolio's coming down this walk. Oh, he's been yonder in the sun practising behaviour to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery. For I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Well, close, in the name of justice.
All right.
Lie thou... No, not giving it to you. Lie thou there. Now you hold that for Malvolio. Oh, here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did a thing. And I have heard herself come thus near that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think of?
He's an overweening rogue.
Peace, contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
Slight, I can so beat the rogue. Peace.
To be Count Malvolio.
A rogue! Pistol him! Pistol him!
There is example for the lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the ward.
Fire him, Jezebel! Peace!
Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him. Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my stead.
Oh, for a stone bolt up! Hit him in the eye!
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Lydia. Sleeping.
Fire and brimstone! Peace, peace! Just open.
And then to have the humor of state and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs. To ask for my kinsman, Toad.
Bolts and shackles! Peace now, now.
7 of my people with an obedient start make out for him. I frown the while and perchance wind up my watch or play with some rich Jew. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live? No, our silence be drawn from us with cars yet peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And Cousin Toby take you a blow of the lips!
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your drunkenness!
Out, scare! Patience till we break the silence of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
Once around.
I knew 'twas, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the cock near the gin. Peace! And the spirit of humours intimates reading aloud to him.
Strange. By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's. And thus makes she her great P's. It is, in contempt of question, her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's. Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Her very phrases. By your leave, wax. Soft. And the impressure her Lucrece, with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be?
Oh, this wins him liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. What follows? The number's altered, no man must know. If this should be the Malvolio.
Hang him, bro.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece right, with blood and stroke my heart doth soar, M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A Foxian riddle. Excellent wench, say I.
O-A-I doth sway my life. Hey, but first, let me see.
What a dish of poison has she dressed him here? And with what wing the stallion splits at it?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There's no obstruction in this. And the end. What should that alphabetical position be? If I could make that resemble something in me, softly. M-O-A-I. M. Malvolio! Malvolio! M, why that begins my name.
Did I not say he would work it out? The cur is excellent at fault.
M, but then there's no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow.
I don't shall end, I hope. I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh.
Then I comes behind.
Aye, and had you any eye behind you, you might see more detractions at your heels than fortunes before.
It's not as the former, and yet to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft. If this fall in Revaux. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are great greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. disguises be but sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings. And I say remember, go to, thou art made if thou desirest. If not, let me see thee steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell! She that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy, daylight and champagne discovers not. I will be proud! I will read political authors! I will baffle Sir Toby! I will wash off gross acquaintance! I will be point device! The very now for myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this! My lady loves me! She did commend my yellow stockings. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this, she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of a liking. I thank my stars. I'm happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings. Joe, and my stars be free. Oh, here is yet a postscript. Thou canst but choose and know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee, Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I would not give my part in this sport for a pension of fares and to be paid for by the sovey.
I could marry the wench for this device.
How could I too?
And ask for no other dowry but yet another jest.
All right, knight. Here comes my noble gull catcher.
Did you not decide on an outfit?
Wilt thou put thy foot on my neck?
Or am I neither?
Shall I play my freedom a trade trip and become thy bond slave?
Faith, am I neither?
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad!
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Does it work? Like aqua vitae with a midwife?
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings. Yellow stockings, and 'tis a colour she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her. Which would now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
And I'll make one too. Now, if you would like a drink, or a wee, yonder ho.
I'll save that grape for later, Matt. Come along. Now, these people have no idea what's going on, so they need some help. All right. Right.
The trouble with Shakespeare, don't
get me wrong, he's very, very good. But the trouble with Shakespeare is no one speaks. No one speaks. No one speaks as clearly as they should. To navigate his language might be fun if you've a map. But most of us, I guarantee, could use a quick recap.
Started with a shipwreck, a sad and sorry mess. Viola thinks she's lost her twin and so discards her dress and pretends to be an eunuch to serve the Duke Orsino. But she doesn't know as soon as they meet she'll want to have his bambino. And she loves him, but he doesn't see. It's not that he's dim, but a rose is just a rose. If what you want's a daffodil, it isn't what you want, but what you will. Bow, ba-da-da, bow, ba-da-da, bow. Duke Orsino wants Olivia to be his fair duchess, but she is mourning day and night and couldn't want him less. So he sends the young Cesario to speak of his attraction. He doesn't know that Olivia will be up for some girl-and-girl action. And she loves him. It's a tangled web of hormones for which there is no pill. It isn't what you want, but what you will. Meanwhile, back at the shipwreck. Sebastian, Viola's twin, not drowned, at least not quite. He battled with the waves and put up a manly fight. Now Antonio, a sailor boy, brought him safe to shore. Spent a night astride young Seb, and now he wants some more. Now she loves her and she loves him, and she's a she and he loves him.
It's rubbish. Do it properly.
Now he loves her and she loves him, and she's a she and he wants.
This is embarrassing.
It's not
Do it
helping.
properly, please. Come on.
Now she loves her and she loves him.
I've got your rubbish!
Samantha, come back here!
No!
I'll send Sir Toby on you.
All right then. Sorry.
Right, last time.
Now he loves her and she loves him, but he's a she and she loves him. She loves him and he loves her, but she loves him and he's a she. He loves him and she loves him, it really takes no skill. It isn't what you want, but what you will. And in this final stanza, which we'll term a codicil, it isn't what you want, but what you will. On with the play.
Very good.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by the Tabor?
No, sir. I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
So thou mayst say the king lies by a beggar, if a beggar dwell near him, or the church stands by thy Tabor, if thy Tabor stand by the church.
You have said, sir. A sentence is but a chevril glove to a good wit. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool till she be married. And fools are as like husbands as pilchards are to herrings. The husband's the bigger. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late to the Count Orsino.
Foolery, sir. Does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere.
Well, I'll know more with thee. Hold. There's expenses for thee.
Now Jove, in his next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I tell thee, I'm almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
My lady is within, sir.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe their mood on whom he jests, the quality of persons and the time, and like the haggard, check at every feather that comes before his eye. This is a practice as full of labour as the wise man's art. For folly that he wisely shows is fit, but wise men, folly form, quite taint their wit.
Gentlemen, God save ye.
And you, sir?
You vous gardez, monsieur.
Et vous aussi, votre serviteur.
I hope, sir, you are, and I'm yours.
Care to encounter the house? My niece is desirous that you should enter. If your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Ooh, well, taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean go to, sir, to enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance. But we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odours on you.
Youth's a rare courtier. Rain odours well.
My matter comes with no voice, madam, but your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odours? Pregnant and vouchsafed. I'll get them all three already.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service. What's your name? Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir, was never merry world since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino, you.
And he is yours, and his needs must be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Well, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bid you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I would rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady!
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew, none of yours. Oh, what might you think? Have you not set mine honour at the stake and baited it with all muzzled thoughts that a tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom, hides my heart. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a grise. But 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth are come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way due west.
Then westward ho!
Oh.
grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You're nothing more, madam, to my lord by me?
Stay! Tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
Why would you were as I would have you be?
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool!
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. A murderous guilt shows not itself more soon than love that would seem hid. Love's night is new. Oh, Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honour, truth, and everything. I love thee so that maugre all thy pride. No wit, no reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause. For that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better. Oh, oh.
By innocence, I swear! And by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none, shall mistress be of it, save I alone! And so adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Come again tomorrow. For thou perhaps mayest move that heart which now abhors to like hear his love.
That's it. I'm going.
See you
later. Thanks for coming. Not longer. Wait.
Thy reason, dear Venom.
What? Give thy reason.
Larry, I saw you yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
I saw your niece do more favours to the Count's serving man than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw in the orchard.
Did she see thee, the wild old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of loving her towards you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
Yes, and they have been grand jurymen since before Noah was a sailor.
She did show favour to the youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valour, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have accosted her, and with some excellent jests fire new from the mint, you should have banged her youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked at.
I know.
Yeah. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard. Unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt either of policy or valour.
It must be a valour for policy I hate.
Why then build me my fortunes upon the basis of valour? Yes. Challenge the Count's youth to a fight. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself, there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valour.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Well, life if you bear me a challenge to him.
Go! Right in a martial hand.
I have my book.
Go, right in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief, 'tis no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him with the license of ink. Go!
Go!
About it!
Go! 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 Oh, go! 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 What? Where shall
We'll call thee at the cubiculio.
Cubiculio.
Yeah. The where?
The bedroom.
Right. Go!
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 This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
Oh, he has been dear to me, lad. Some 2,000 ducats or so.
And we shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it?
Never trust me then. And by all means stir on the youth to an answer. I think oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together. For Andrew, if he were open, then you find so much blood in his liver as would clog the foot of a flea. I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
And the youth is opposite, bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
Hello, my little devil.
If you desire the spleen, and will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. Yond gull, Malvolio, is turned heathen. A very renegado, For there's no Christian that means to be saved by believing rightly can ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings!
Yes! And cross-gartered?
Most villainously. Like a pedant that keeps a school in the church. I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map with the augmentation of the Indies. You've not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. Oh, I know my lady will strike him, and if she do, he'll smile. And take it for a great favour.
Come, bring us to where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than file-lead steel, did spur me forth. And not all loved to see you, though so much as might have drawn one to a longer voyage, but jealousy. What might befall your travel being skillless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable? My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks. And thanks. And ever oft are good turns shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But were my worth, as is my conscience, firm, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of the town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first, go see your lodging.
I'm not weary. 'Tis long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight against the Count his galleys, I did some service of such note indeed, that were I ta'en here it would scarce be answered.
It belike you slew great number of his people.
The offence is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which, for traffic's sake, most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet while you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There shall you have me.
Why are your purse?
Haply, your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase. And your store, I think, is not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant?
I do remember!
I've sent after him. He says he'll come. Oh, how shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more often begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where's Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He's sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam. He does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come. For sure the man's tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be.
Now go,
How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady!
Smile thou! I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad, lady, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering, but what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sun it is. Please, one, and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What's the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, no. Yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, and commands shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet
Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed, right? And I'll come to thee.
God, comfort thee! Why dost thou smile so much and kiss thy hands so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request, yes, Nightingale's answer. Doors!
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness, 'twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great, some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Bonnie!
Remember who commanded thy yellow stockings.
My yellow stockings?
And wish to see thee cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. Well, if not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's has returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Oh, good Maria. Let this fellow be looked to. Where's Sir Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him discarded for the half of my dowry.
Ho ho! Do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. Why, this concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble slove, says she, be opposite with a kinsman, see? Surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state, put thyself into the trick of singularity, and consequently sets down the manner how, as a sad face, a reverend carriage, slow tongue, in the habit of some sir of note and so forth. I have limed her! But it is Jove's doing. And Jove make me thankful. And when she went away, now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, not after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together. No dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. No... What can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Take me now, Lord, take me now.
Hail Mary, Mother of God, baby Jesus. Leave us, take me now. Hail Mary, Mother of God, baby Jesus. Take me, Lord, take me, baby Jesus. Hail Mary, Mother of God. Hail Mary, Mother of God, take me now. Stroke me. I'm in the mood for love. Yes. Who wants to stroke me? Yes. Stroke me. I say.
Here he is. How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off, I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
No, how well the fiend speaks within him, did not I tell you? Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have a care of
Aha, does she so?
Go to. Peace, peace. We must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is with you? What, man? 'Tis not for gravity to play a cherry pit with Satan.
You speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman. Hail Mary, Mother.
Hail Mary, Mother.
And it shall be done tomorrow morning if I live. My lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Go to! We must deal gently with him.
Why?
How now, my ballcock? How dost thou, Chuck?
Sir! Ah, biddy, come with me.
What, man? Defy the devil! It's not for gravity to play a cherry pit with Satan.
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, minx!
No, I warn you, he will not hear a godly
No,
mass.
go hang yourselves all, you are idle shadow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more
hereafter. It's possible.
If this were played on stage right now, I would condemn it as improbable fiction.
His very genius hath taken the infection of the device man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he is mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastime, tired out of breath, prompt us to have mercy upon him, at which point we shall bring the device to the bar and crown thee, holy moly, mother of God, she's taken out his frame, as a finder of madmen. But see.
Ah, more matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it. I warrant there is vinegar and pepper.
It's so saucy.
Ah, yes, I warrant him do but read. Give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Oh, good and valiant. Thank you.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
Ah, good note, that keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Oh, very brief, and to exceeding good sense, less.
I will waylay thee going home, were, if it be thy chance to kill me,
good.
Thou kill'st me like a rogue and a villain.
Ah, still you keep of the windy side of the law, good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls.
Our souls.
Our souls? Anyway, he may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better. And so look to thyself, thy friend as thou usedest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguecheek. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll deliver it.
You may have very fit occasion for it. He's now in some commerce with my lady and will by and by depart.
Go. Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum bailey.
Bum bailey.
As soon as ever thou seest him, draw! And as thou drawest, swear horrible!
Bum.
For it comes to pass oft that a terrible oath with a swaggering accent sharply twanged off gives manhood more approbation than proof itself would have earned him. Now away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing! Bum!
Bum!
Big bum!
Now, will I not deliver this letter? For the youth comes across as being in the employment of his lord and my niece. This shall not be the case. Therefore, this letter being so excellently ignorant will breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a clodhole. But I will deliver his message, his challenge, by word of mouth. Set upon Aguecheek some notable report of valour that will drive the young gentleman, as his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so fright them both that they will kill each other by the look like cockatrices.
Here he comes with your niece. Give them way till he take leave, then presently after.
I will meditate a while upon some horrible message for a challenge.
I have said too much into a heart of stone, and laid mine honour too unchariot. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is, it but mocks reproof.
With the same haviour that your passion bears goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewel for me. It is my picture. Refuse it not, it hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What will you ask of me that I'll deny that honour saved may upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with mine honour may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save ye!
And you, sir?
That defence thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not, but thy assailant, full of despite,
bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck. Beware in thy determination, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very clear and free from any offence, image of offence done to any man.
Well, you'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake thee to your guard. For your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what my offence to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Senior Fabian, stay with you by this gentleman till I return.
I pray you, do you know of this matter?
I know this knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal arbitrament, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise to read him by his form, as you are like to find him in the proof of his valour. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, fatal, and bloody opposite you could have possibly found in any part of the living. Will you walk towards him? I'll make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you, Fort. I am one that would rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I dare not to know so much of my metal!
He's a very devil! I've never seen such a farrago! I had a pass with him, with rapier, scabbard and all, and he gives me the stuck in with such mortal motion. And on the answer, takes you as surely as your feet hit the ground, they snap.
I'm not meddling with him!
But it's too late, he will not be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him.
If I did so well into the field, I'd have seen him damned and I challenged him. Let the matter slip. I'll not give him my horse great capulets.
Yes. I'll make the motion. Stand here, make good show on't. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Marry, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have persuaded him. The youth's a devil.
He is as horribly conceited of him, and pants and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for oath's sake. Marry, he hath better bethought him of his quarrel, and he finds that now scarce worth to be talking of. Therefore, draw for the supportance of his vow. Oh yeah, he promises he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me! A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man!
Give ground to his impudence.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. You will have but one bout with him. He cannot by the duello avoid it, but he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, to it!
Pray God keep his eye!
I do assurances against my will!
Put up your sword! If this young gentleman have done offence, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir? Excuse me, but what are you, sir?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay then, I'm an undertaker for you!
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold it, come the office.
This is the man, do the office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jot. I know your favour well. Though now you wear no sea cap on your head. Take him away, he knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do? Now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away!
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have here showed me, and part being prompted by your present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division of my present with you. Hold. There's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do
not tempt my misery less than it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainess, babbling, drunkenness, or any taint of vice whose strong corruption inhabits our frail blood.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did prove most venerable worth, did I devotion. But oh, how vile and idle proves this God! Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty. But the beauteous evil are empty trunks so flourished by the devil!
The man goes mad! Away with him! Come, sir!
Lead me on.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Prove true, imagination. Oh, prove true that I, dear brother, be now ta'en for you. He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know, yet living in my glass. Even such and so in favour was my brother. And he went still in this fashion, colour, ornament. For him I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest poultry boy. And more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend in necessity and denying him, and for his cowardship, ask Fabian.
Oh, a coward, a devout coward, religious in it. Light! I'll after him and beat the road!
I cuff him soundly, but do not use your sword!
And I will not!
Right.
Let's see the event!
I dare way this will be any wager let.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well held out if they... No. I do not know you. Nor I am not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. Nor your name is not Master Cesario. Nor this is not my nose, neither. Nothing that is so, is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly. He has heard that word of some great man and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. I am afraid this great lubber the world may prove a cockney. I prithee now, ungird thy strangeness and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me! There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money get themselves a good report after 14 years' purchase.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you.
Well, there's for thee, and there! Of all the people,
Master, hold! This will I tell my lady straight. I would not be in some of your coats for tuppence. Hold!
Nay, let him alone. I've got another way to work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Oh, I struck him first. There was no need for that.
Let go, Ronan!
Now, first, I will not let go.
I will be free from thee. Why? What wouldst thou now?
Huh?
If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? Then I'll have an ounce or two of this malaperd's blood for myself, then, huh? Victory is mine.
Will it be ever thus? Ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and the barbarous caves where manners ne'er were preached, out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario.
You?
Rose, be gone!
I'll get your hat.
My eye!
I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion sway in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but good, do not deny, and beshrew his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense in Lethe steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Wilt thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Say so, and so be!
Nay! I prithee, put on this gown and this beard. Make him believe thou art Sir Topaz the curate. Do it quickly. I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
Well, I'll put it on, and I will dissemble myself into. And I would I were the first that ever dissembled in such a gown. The competitors enter.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Buenos dias, Sir Toby. That is.
To him, Sir Topaz.
What ho I say? Peace in this prison?
Oh, the knave counterfeits well, doesn't he?
Good knave.
Who calls there?
Sir Topaz, the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topaz, good Sir Topaz, go to my lady.
Out! Hyperbolical fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Sir Topaz.
Sir Topaz never was man thus wronged. Good Sir Topaz, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous thought.
Aye, thou dishonest Satan! I call thee by the most modest terms, for I am one of those gentle ones that will use the very devil himself with courtesy. Say'st thou that house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topaz.
Why, it hath bay windows! As transparent as barricadoes! And And the clerestories to the south-north are as lustrous as ebony. Yet complainest thou of obstruction?
I am not mad, Sir Topaz. I say to you, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness but ignorance, in which thou art more puzzled than the Egyptians in their fog.
I say this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say, never was man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are. Make the trial of it in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our grandam might haply inhabit a bird.
What thinkst thou of his opinion?
I think nobly of the soul, and no way approve his opinion.
Oh. Fare thee well. Remain thou still in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras, ere I will allow of thy wit, and fear to kill a woodcock, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy grandam. Fare thee well.
My most exquisite Sir Topaz.
Nay,
I am for all waters.
Thou mightest have done it without thy beard and gown.
To him again in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou find'st him. I would we were well rid of this knavery, for I am now so far in offence with my niece that I cannot pursue this sport to the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Hey Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how my lady does.
Fool.
My lady is unkind, perdy.
Fool.
Alas, why is she so?
Fool, I say.
She loves another. Who calls? Huh?
Good fools, as ever thou wilt deserve one at my hand. Help me to a candle and pen, ink, and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for.
Master Malvolio.
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you beside your 5 wits?
Fool, never was man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well, then you are mad indeed if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They appear profited me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me. Asses! And do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say. The minister is here.
Oh.
Malvolio! Malvolio! Thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavour thyself to sleep, and leave thy vain bibble-babble.
Sir Topaz.
Maintain no words with him, good fellow. Who? I, sir? Not I, sir. God by you. Good Sir Topaz. Marry, amen. Oh, I will, sir. I will.
Fool, I say.
Alas, sir, be patient. What say you, sir? I am sent for speaking to you.
Fool, help me to some light and some paper. I tell thee I'm as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well a day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am, good fool, some ink, light and paper, and convey what I will set down to my lady.
I will help you to't. But tell me true. Are you not mad indeed? Or do you but counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Oh, nay. I'll ne'er believe a madman till I see his brain. I will fetch you light and paper and ink.
Fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir. I'll be with you again in a trice, like to the old vice. Your need to sustain with a dagger of laugh in his rage and his wrath cries. Ah, to the devil, like a mad lad, are thy nails stabbed. Adieu, good man devil.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me I do feel it and see it, and though it's wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio, then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this credit, that he did range the town to seek me out. This counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes, and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad. Yet, if 'twas so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs and their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, go with me and with this holy father into the chantry by, there before him and underneath that consecrated roof. Plight me the full assurance of your good faith, that my too jealous and most doubtful soul may live at peace. He shall conceal it, whiles you are willing it shall come to naught. What time we will our celebration keep according to my birth. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Master Fabian, grant me another request. Anything. Do not desire to see this letter.
That is to give a dog, and in recompense desire my dog again.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir. Here's some of her trappings.
I know thee. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes, and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friend.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass. So that by my foes I profit in the knowledge of myself. And by my friends I am abused.
Why, this is excellent. If you will let your lady know I am here to see her and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty.
Marry, sir, lullaby to your bounty till I come again. I go, sir.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. A bauble vessel was he captain of, for shallow draught and bulk unprizable, with which such scatheful grapple did he make with the most noble bottom of our fleet, that very envy and the tongue of loss cried fame and honour on him. What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio.
He did me kindness, sir. Drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech on me. I know not 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate! Thou salt water thief! What foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, who now in trouble so dear has made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir.
Be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess, on base and ground enough Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful boy there by your side from the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A rack past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love without retention or restraint. All his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town. Drew to defend him when he was beset, where being apprehended, his false cunning taught him to face me out as of his acquaintance that grew 20 years remove a thing while one would wink. Denied me mine own purse,
which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town? Today, my lord. And for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy, both day and night did we keep company. Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth has tended upon me. But more of that anon. Take him aside.
What would my lord, but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam?
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? My lord?
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What, to perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul, the faithfulest offerings that e'er devotion tended her breathed out. What should I do?
Even what it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it, like the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love, a savage jealousy that sometimes saveth nobly. Now, but hear me this. Since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favour, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this, your minion, whom I know you love, and by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him I will tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the land that I love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I most jocund, apt, and willingly to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where go, Cesario?
After him that I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than e'er I shall love wife. If I do feign you witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
I me detest it. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come, away!
Whither, my lord? Cesario! Husband, stay!
Husband?
I? Husband! Can he that deny?
Her husband, sirrah.
No, my lord, not I. Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario, take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Oh, welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence, here to unfold, though lately we intended to keep in darkness what occasion now reveals before 'tis ripe, what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of this compact, sealed in my function by my testimony. For since when, my watch hath told me, toward my grave I have travelled but 2 hours.
Oh, thou dissembling come. What will thou be when time has sowed a grizzle on thy case? Or will not else thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip should be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet where henceforth thou and I may never meet.
My lord, I do protest! Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, send this surgeon presently to Sir Toby.
What's the matter?
He's burned my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coscum too. Oh, the love of God, your help. I'd rather £40 or a home.
What's the matter, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's a very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario?
Odds, lifelings, there he is. You hurt my head, and for that I did, I was set on to dupe by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespake you fair and hurt you not.
If you think a bloody cot spearman hurt, you've hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby, halting. You shall hear more. If he hadn't been in drinking, I'd take with you other gates than he did.
How now, gentlemen? How is it with you?
That's all one. He's hurt me! There's an end to it. Sot, did thou see Dick Surgeon, Sot?
No, he's drunk, Sir Toby. An hour ago, his eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
Oh, then he's a rogue and a pessimist's pattern. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him! Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'll go with you, Sir Toby. We'll be dressed together.
Will you help? You? A coxcomb. An asshead. A knave. A thin-faced knave. A go!
Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam, I have hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons. A natural perspective it is and is not.
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio! How have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is not more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. Nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Messalene. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too, so went he suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can have both form and suit, you come to fright us.
A spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad which from the womb I did participate. If you were a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
And so did mine.
And died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act the day that made my sister. 13 years.
If nothing lets to make us happy both, but this my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me, till each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola. Which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain of this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady. You have been mistook. But nature to her bias drew in that. You would have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you ladies by my life. You are betrothed both to a maid and man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times thou should never love women like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear. And all those swearings keep us true in soul as doth that orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Be thy hands, and let me see thee in thy women's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio's suit.
He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And yet, alas, now I remember me, this same poor gentleman's much distract. A most extracting frenzy of mine own from my remembrance clearly banished his. How does he, sirrah?
Truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end, as well as a man in his case may do. Has here writ a letter to you. I should have given to you today morning, but
But as madman's epistles are no gospels, so it skills not much when they are delivered.
Open it and read it.
Look then to be well edified when the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, madam!
Art thou mad?
No, madam. I do but read madness. Your ladyship will have it as it ought to be. You must allow vox.
Read is thy right wit.
So I do, Madonna. But to read his right wits is to read thus. Therefore, perpend, my princess, and give ear.
Read it you, Sarah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know.
It.
Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury, the madly used Malvolio.
Oh, did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This save us not much of distraction.
See him delivered, Fabian. Bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things further thought on, to think me as well a sister as a wife. One day shall crown the lion's son. So please you, here at my house and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him, so much against the mettle of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding. And since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she.
Is this the madman?
How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it, if you can, in hand or phrase, or say it is not your seal, not your invention. You can say none of this. Well, grant it then. And tell me, in the modesty of honor, why you have given me such clear lights of favor. Bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And acting this in an obedient hope. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious geck and gull that e'er invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I confess much like the character, without a question 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do remember me, it was she first told me thou wast mad. Then camest in smiling, and in such forms which here were presupposed upon thee in the letter. Prithee, be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee, but when we know the grounds and the authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no quarrel nor no brawl to come taint the condition of this present hour, which I have wondered at. In hope it shall not. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we hath conceived against him. Mariah writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with the sportful malice, it was followed, may rather pluck on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how have they baffled thee?
Why? Some are born great. Some achieve greatness. Some have greatness thrown upon them. I was once, sir, in this interlude. One Sir Torbaz, sir. That's all one. I, the Lord Fool, I am not mad. But do you remember, madam, why laugh you at such a barren rascal, and you smile not his gag? Thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges. I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
Most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. He has not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and golden time convents, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we shall not part from hence. Cesario, come. For so you shall be known while you are a man, but when in other habits seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When that I was a little tiny boy, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, 'gainst knaves and thieves men shut their gate, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came unto my bed, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, with tosspot still had drunken heads, for the rain it raineth every day. A great while ago, the world began with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain. But that's all one. Our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day.
I
every day. But when I came, estate, hey ho, knaves and thieves shut their gate. The rain, it raineth every day. When I came with a hey ho, the wind and the rain, toss, 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 rain, it raineth every day. Pitter patter, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. That's all done. Task is done, and the rain, it raineth every day. Pitter patter, every day. Oh,